Welcome back, girl. This your girl, me straight period. Told y'all guys I was coming back with a little bit more of Nolan Wells. I just want to touch bases with y'all again. Like, this is my podcast. Just kicking off. Just saying, work with me. But yeah, I definitely wanted to touch bases again with Nolan Well case. My this part kind of like stands out with me. This is one of his best friends, Jovan. So he did an interview with TMZ, and it was some things that he kind of like he said that didn't stand out to me. So I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. Like I said, I'm new to my channel. Give me a chance. I'm just busting up. Welcome to my world, and let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all, because this case right here is just like not what's up. It's just not. And another thing, before we get into it, I just want y'all to really pay close attention to what he's saying. His friend saying he sounds sus to me, and some just y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me what y'all think because it's not right. Even as a friend, even as a best friend, like you knew that your friend was in some type of danger or something like that. You know something, you know his parents. It's just like this interview just like didn't kind of like sit well with me. So y'all give me your thoughts and comments. Let's get into it.
Seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're hearing an argument between people and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument. You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was losing.
Did y'all just hear that? He said his other friend. So y'all trying to tell me it was already the altercation preview to Nolan, I guess, argument that he had with someone too? Let's just listen to it, y'all.
So, describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like, the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said they're still investigating.
Hold on. Did y'all just say what he said? He said, did he just say the parents? Let me just rewind that back. Let's play that back, guys.
Oh, they said they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really? Okay. Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir. I don't see why the cops would have. I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like, like I had said my plea. Like,
wait. He said he don't know why the police should talk to him. He said his plea. What plea? What plea did you take, Jovan? What? Somebody out there help me. He said he already said his plea. So what plea did you take? Like, what plea did you say? What plea did you, like, what? Make it make sense to me. I'm gonna let it roll.
Because whenever I had talked to the people at Sunherd, it was whenever the body was discovered, and the autopsy people and all those people were there.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm surprised.
He's looking nervous.
You knew Nolan well.
He did.
And you knew that he was friends with these guys who were the last ones to be around him before his body was found. And I would think they would at least want to know, hey, there's some things we're asking.
Right.
Did you ever hear of any of this stuff? It's odd to me.
Just to gather information.
Yeah, that the cops wouldn't have contacted you. Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Like that's my boy, and I want him to find justice. Like that, like this whole case thing, like whatever, like this whole situation, and none of this adds up to me. So like it's really hard, like for like people to just like keep on saying things when like none of it adds up, honestly.
So one of the things that
but that we know that we know that it's not adding
part of this.
So
of the story, people making the point that at least in the photos that we initially saw that Nolan was the only African American kid who was out there, at least on that boat. Do you think, having been there on the island with this large group of people, that race plays a factor in whatever happened?
Again, I don't want to answer that question.
Why not?
I wouldn't say like, yeah, I wouldn't want to answer that question. I mean, obviously, we go to Ocean Springs. We're gonna have white trains, so like, that's. I mean, I guess it's pretty normal down here, but
yeah, I mean, and I hear you. If that, I guess you're saying that it's normal. It's not out of place to be a black teen in that area and that you have white friends, right? That's not uncommon.
Yeah. I'm sure every black person has white friends somewhere, you know. So I wouldn't say that it's a whole race thing, but it's just like obviously they're gonna paint it as that because none of this adds up.
So that was the end of that. And let's go to this next clip with his parents that he had on Good Morning America. I want Shaw to tell me what y'all think about it. And before we click on this, brings me back to Javon when he said the police already know, he already pleaded your what? That's why I say nobody is exempt from this. No friends, nobody. Like nobody is just out. Nobody can be trusted at this moment right now. Nobody. Not a friend, not a best friend. Because everybody's story is upside down, they sideways, they all that. Is this a real all messed around situation? Is this messed up? It's real messed up. So let's get with this interview that they had on Good Morning America. Good Morning America. And let's just hear what they say.
Parents, Christine and Elmore Wansley, as well as their attorney, Ben Crump. And before we get started, first off, I want to thank you for being here under these circumstances. You know how extremely tough it must be. And
let me just say something, y'all. We got Benjamin Crump. He's always in these major cases with our type of people. Not saying that, but he's always there when these type of cases, like he's the only one in the world, him and Al Sharpton, like these wannabe or supposed to be leaders, like, or, you know, whatever you want to call them, like, why do we only get to see them when they like in these type of deep major cases? Like we did they the only ones that we have to support us? And half of the time, quiet as cat, straight period. Nobody can be trusted. Him either. Trust me. Everybody in for the money. And I'm not saying his parents is, but they know who they are. They know who they are. And working with these type of cases right here, it's just, you know, unfortunately, it's unbelievable. Like, it's just sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Like, it's just like, and he looked like he got good parents. So let's just see what they say in this interview.
We can express our how sorry we are for you and your family. And first question, how are you two holding up?
Taking it second by second.
Day by day. Second by second and day by day, which we all can understand. And I just want to ask you, the friends that Nolan traveled to Horn Island with, they said that he stayed behind voluntarily. Why would he stay behind?
That we cannot answer. I can't fathom why he would. Like, I don't know what.
Just a second, guys. Is that Nolan Wells, let me correct? Is that his biological dad? Because he have a different last name than Nolan. Like, Nolan last name is Wells. Like, is that, I know it probably got to be his mom, but is that his real father? I'm just saying, like, wow. You see the names are different? Because if that was his dad, he would have his dad last name. Correct, right? Maybe. Let's just say. Welcome to my world, y'all.
Why he would. We always taught him to, if you go with a group, you stay with a group. Even when he was in college, he was his dad, well, we're going to ride down to a party or something in another city. So I was out telling him, look, if you go with 5, you come back with 5. Do not separate from the group. So I always said, safety is in numbers. And he always said, yes, sir. So he knew to stay with his group. So why would he split from his group? I don't know.
So that would have been unusual for him to split from the group.
Yeah.
And you said he would always check in with you. Did he check in with you that day?
So that day, no, I don't. But of course, too, they were on the boat. And usually when he is out there, which it's not uncommon, he's, I think, since last year, he's been going there occasionally with his friends. And so it would always just be like, hey, Mom, I'm back, type of thing. But this time there was no call or text from him. It was from his friend. And then, too, really didn't worry a lot about it because, it was his last weekend to have fun. Because that Monday he had to report to school. We was preparing to take him back for camp to prepare for the season. So, we're gonna see. He wanted to have his last hurrah before he locked down and get ready for the season. Because, like I said, the entire summer he's training. He got more serious. He started to understand what I was trying to tell him about football, not just being fun, but as you get farther in it, it becomes a business. If you want to excel, you have to understand. Both at the same time.
And we know, Ben, that you said that you're going to do an independent investigation.
Yes.
And you said you had Nolan's cell phone and messages were deleted. How could you tell messages were deleted?
Well, his parents got the phone back, and that's something that's important, Michael, because they track this phone on Life 360.
So Life 360, but when I received the phone call from Warren,
I believe so, right, Benjamin?
I immediately called my friend Tashima, and I said, "Hey, have you guys seen Nolan?" Because her 2 sons, Jalen and Javon, they grew up together. They played
Wait, you heard that name
City
again?
League sports together. When they got into school, they played sports together. And so she was like, hey, okay, the boys were pulling up the location from Snapchat. So the Snapchat location looks completely different than the Life 360 location.
Okay.
So when I pulled up Life 360, it was different. It was showing everywhere the phone had been. I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land. I'm not. He's like, but no, he didn't come back with us.
Well, how were you able to get the phone?
So we tracked it, and my friend Tashima went and picked it up.
It wasn't like they said we got his phone. They tracked it. And
listen, let me pause right there. See, Benjamin, that's where you went wrong at. Because first of all, why you stopped her in her tracks from saying what she needed to say? That lady already going through a lot. And for you to cut her off and not let her finish because you wanted to speak what you want to say, that was wrong, Benjamin. That was wrong. Let's get back into it.
Highlights all these contradictions, Michael. The fact that they said Nolan was talking to a young woman and she said that he said, I'm going back to get on the boat with the boys. The boys said that he said he was going to stay with her. And so that's an obvious contradiction. And then this video of this, you can hear an argument going where Nolan is saying, give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing? And so then his phone ends up
His
missing.
parents could have
I don't
told us
know
that.
any teenagers, Michael Strahan, who says, if you believe that story, I'm going to stay behind and I'm going to leave my phone. I mean, no young person leaves their cell phone.
You're right about that. They
And
don't.
so then there's so many things that their parents are telling us about. Even why didn't his body wash up with the tide on Sunday? Why would
Right.
it come on Monday? It's not adding up. And that
It's
is
just
the
not.
problem when you think about the
Because they
history
put
of
the body
Mississippi.
because there's no
So
way.
there's so many questions that need to be answered. And is there anything you'd like people to know about?
Wait, guys, there's just no way. Even Benjamin Crump saying that part where his body did not afloat up there with any type of currents the next day, it's going to pop up. His body appear on Monday. It really does not make sense. Like which y'all had his body tucked somewhere because y'all went somewhere and waited. Somebody had their location on for 4 hours. One of the friends of another friend, like y'all sat and y'all talked about how y'all was gonna plan this out. Like, because for the police to go straight there to his body, it was told to them, like, the body is there. Because there's just no way it wasn't no search like any other thing. It wasn't no search. They just went straight for his body. His body was there. Like, make it make sense. Like, and if because I heard he could swim. So if there's no water in his lungs, what happened to him? What happened? What happened to Nolan? Let's get into it.
About Nolan, what would you like them to know about your son?
Aww. He looked just like his mother. OMG, y'all.
Nolan was
I want everybody
he was
out
very
there
loving. He was
to give Nolan
he was like
the
it
support
was
that
not a
she
friend he
needs for
could make.
all our people, not only just
We'll
for
be
her.
right back with more for the parents of Nolan
For
Wells,
all
the
our
attorney.
people.
We're back now on GMA with the parents of Nolan Wells, Christine and Elmore Wansley. And I want you to please continue to tell
I wish you
us
nothing but the
what you
best.
want the world to know
Lay
about
your
your son.
son
So
to rest.
Nolan
beautifully.
was
Tell his story.
just like this bright light, right?
Right.
Walk into the
Because he
room,
looked
his
just like
smile, his energy was just so infectious. Like it's almost like he drew you into him. And he was just one of those people, like he always wanted everyone to be included. He didn't want anyone to feel left out. I remember one of his teachers emailing us. I can't remember what grade he was in, but basically it was math class. They had a special needs student and she asked a question and Nolan got everyone to put their hands down because he wanted that student to answer. And so the student answers the question and she was like, Christine, the classroom, Nolan went crazy and everyone else started going crazy, just celebrating that child, making them feel included. And that was the person he was. Like he loved everyone. And I always told Nolan, like, you have to be careful when you have such a big heart like that. I love that God blessed you with that, but you have to be careful with that because, that it's not always returned, that type of love. But he was just genuinely a good person. Like I always say, all the best parts of me are with him.
You got anything else you want to add?
It's just he's gonna be really missed. I know a lot of his teammates, they all look to him as a leader. He's more like a silent leader. Not real big on words, more action, which is kind of like I was. I really wasn't real big on talking. I really wanted to show you when you follow me, and people followed him. And it just gravitated. He put in the work, he worked hard, and he knew he was focused on what he wanted. And he wanted to make life better for, his family. He wanted to have his own family. He used to say, Dad, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I said, so you got to take it one step at a time.
Sorry,
Slow
guys.
down. Let's walk this thing out.
Right.
Let's train. Let's
right.
sign ideas. Let's make these teams, make these camps, put the work in, and
look like
everything else will work out.
I don't know.
Even his baby brother, their bond got even stronger because now I have a big brother that he's finna do something. So now I want to outdo that. So his focus and his confidence has got even better. So I was looking forward to both of them having outstanding years.
Seasons,
They said like he inspired in the home and he inspired outside of the home. And Attorney Crump, where do we go from here? What's next?
Well, the deleted messages that Christina was going to briefly touch on, we want to get the phone and figure that out.
Backtrack on that. When we finally got his phone, me and my sister went through the phone. We went in his Snapchat. He had 2 accounts, absolutely nothing. It wasn't even 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures stay in Snapchat. And I was just like, that can't be like, I've seen Nolan whenever he snaps. Like when he goes and he's having fun, like he does videos. Like there was absolutely nothing. No saved videos. And even my sister's like, yeah,
they know what they did. They know exactly
suspicious,
what they did.
you know.
We having an independent autopsy done at the behest of his family. Colin Kaepernick helped pay for the independent autopsy. We flew his body up from Mississippi to D.C. because they wanted that autopsy done by a person with no interaction with the Mississippi law enforcement, because there's an issue of trust here that is really important. And the fact that they keep trying to say, we're suggesting it was a drowning, but nobody out there reported him drowning. It's not adding up, Michael Strahan. It is not adding up.
And honestly, we are doing this because at the end of the day, I would hope any parent would fight for their kids to find out if anything happened, what did happen. So we just want honesty and transparency. We want a thorough investigation. We want that same respect that would be given to anybody else, and that's it. We just want answers.
Well, we really appreciate all of you being here. We hope you get the answers that you deserve to have, and we hope you get the closure that you need. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Mike.
So with that being said, guys, it's just like the stories just, it goes on, and it just, it's just more that's like, with the story, it's just like, it's just too many loopholes in his story. It's too many loopholes in everybody's story and the boys' stories. Like, it's just getting out of control now. Like, to the point, what is to do now? What is to do about it? Like, I'm just over, everything. Some things you can't make up. So, with that being said and done, I'm just like, you can't make it up anymore. Like, may he rest easy. May his parents lay him to rest beautifully. I know the Lord have him. He do. That's one of his angels. He really do. And for everybody that played a part in his death, may God deal with them on all 4 corners of the earth. He will deal with them. Because how they did him was wrong. Everybody acting like they don't know nothing. He wasn't there. They don't know nothing. Who what. Nothing. And it's wrong because any parent will want answers for their child, just like me. I want answers for mine. Like, nobody gonna tell me anything. I don't care if I run into no news or not. I want answers. Somebody gonna tell me something. It was gonna get ugly. It's not gonna be that. Like, straight period. Like, straight period. Like, because I'm gonna say, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Like, and it's just like, where that his parents have to go through this. Like, I don't want to see no parent go through any type of pain like this of losing their child. Like, it's just not fair. Like, it's just, we know that, but for somebody to take his life, you know what, guys? I'm gonna end this live. It's your girl Neef. This is just unbelievable story. Like I said, in my life, this is your girl Neef. Straight period. Like I said, it's more to come. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. Like, and it's more to come of me. It's more to hear about me. And yeah. And everybody take it one day at a time. Comment, subscribe if you choose to, if you like to. It's okay if you don't. Like, you know, like I said, we got 50 states out here, and it's a lot of people in all of them. So you already know, likes, comment. You already know, subscribe to the girl, Lisa, straight period. And that's what I do. Thank y'all, and good night, and have a good one.